Very good evening. I'm just waiting for the speaker to join. Himanshu, sir, you're here? Sir, you're audible.
Amazing.
You can just share your screen if you wish to. I'll just welcome you for a minute, sir, and then you can take over, no problem. Can we just wait for another 2 minutes if you're okay?
Sure.
Sir, you can share your screen. I have
Yeah,
given
no
you the
worries.
access.
We can wait. Let all participants join.
Thank you, Himanshu, sir, for being here in spite of such a hectic schedule. Kind of you to accept my invitation.
It's my pleasure, ma'am, that you have given this opportunity to communicate presentation visible here.
Sir, your screen is visible.
Great.
Sir, can I just welcome you so that you can start? People will keep joining in. There is no waiting room.
Sure.
I think we are
Let's
good
not waste
to
time.
start.
It's already 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So, welcome Himanshu sir to this insightful session on from service experience to business sustainability through process and quality. So, with over 24 years of leadership across pan India and international operations, Sir brings deep wisdom from service and after sales excellence. So, having served as head of service operations, director, and the CPO, he leads at the intersection of people, process, and performance. An engineer, MBA, DBA, MBA in CRM, Six Sigma Quality Master Black Belt, and an AI driven professional, his journey reflects disciplined execution and innovation. So, today he will show us how service excellence goes beyond efficiency to human commitment, and we are honored to learn how leadership builds sustainable and resilient business. Thank you, Himanshu, sir. To you, we are waiting to hear from you.
Thank you, ma'am, for a very nice introduction. I'm amazed to listen all those words from you. And good evening, everyone. Good evening from my side. It can be good morning and good afternoon for your regions. So I just want to understand here that so many participants uh, might be there to listen to this important conversation, but I hope you all have faced some kind of challenge in the customer service into your lifespan. I just want to make you understand sustainability into the business model by just improving this important aspect of the business. So currently, every business is running through uh, basic aspects. Those basic aspects are marketing, sales. There is a HR function which is very important and playing very important role. And there is a service, production and designing. That's completely a back-end activity which is happening as of now. But taking it to the excellence, that's very important. Whatever task you are doing in the company, that's very important. So our today's talk basically goes with customer service excellence through process and quality, building a sustainable business model. So most of the organizations believe sustainability begins with only growth. Actually, in reality, sustainability begins with retention. Begins after the sale, not before it. So these are few of the important aspects what we need to understand. Now here there's a very beautiful picture. There are two photographs. In one photograph, you are seeing a customer service agent is yelling on the customer, and customer is quite surprised that how she will be able to handle herself and her emotions. On the other hand, there is another picture where with a smile that executive is trying to help the customer for the solution of the problems. So we all know that market today is crowded. It's crowded with so many products, so many services. So product can be differentiated, but only for a short time. You can change the idea of the product, you can change the colors, you can do some kind of innovation, but those can be copied or those can be overruled with the new technology. And even the prices can be matched almost instantly. So what will do then? What is the difference? Customer judge businesses not by promises made. They judge them by consistency of services delivered. Service quality directly influences trust, and trust influences loyalty, and loyalty determines the sustainability. Followed into my career at a very small service center where I was repairing mobiles, and that's 20 years, 25 years old story. But from there, dealing with the customers directly make me understand the emotions, the intensity, and the business integrity. How this can prospect of their brand. So actually, customer service is an opportunity. It's not a cost, and it's also not a liability that a business need to understand. I'm not here to teach you customer service, but I am just taking you to the basic aspects of the customer service which I followed throughout my life. I will also in the meanwhile in between, I will keep on giving my instances that how I handled those things whenever I got engaged into those kinds of interactions or those events into my life. So, as I told you, it's an opportunity, it's not a liability, but customer service is a continuous improvement loop, it's a continuous improvement process. Service excellence is not a one time initiative. So I want to make you understand, like whenever, if you put yourself into any situation, like a customer service agent is asking for a feedback. Why he's asking for a feedback? You give a feedback, an honest feedback. Then what they do at the back end, what is happening with that feedback? They identify the issue. If the feedback is good, it's really amazing. But if it's not good, then they used to identify the issue. They do some root cause analysis of that issue, that how this defect is being produced. They do some kind of process innovation after the root cause analysis, and after that they define how the quality can be improved further in the next batches of the production, so that a better experience to the customer can go, and a repeated business from the same customer can come. And that's where I was saying it's retention. Customer service comes from retention, not from the sales. So we know that customer service delivers experience, and it also delivers the relationship. A customer, actually, when you own an iPhone, when you own a product, then you create a relationship, a emotional bond with that particular brand or with that particular product. So that's where it is said that customer service not only delivers the experience, it delivers the relationship. The process provides structure, it provides repeatability and efficiency. These things should be efficiently driven. Quality ensures consistency and reliability. Now, why I am telling customer service, process, and quality? Because these are the key frameworks of the sustainability, and these are the top important pillars of sustainability. Service focuses on responsiveness and reliable delivery of the services. It's very important. Like, suppose you have ordered a food from somewhere, and if it's not coming in the time, or that food delivers to you cold, definitely you will not be delighted of having that food. So that's why you need the food within 20 minutes, and that too hot. Whether the weather outside is cold or hot, that doesn't matter, but you need a hot food, right? So there the responsibility and the relationship comes. Here the process comes. Process focus on streamlining the workflow, how that food will get delivered to you in a hot condition so that you can enjoy the food, right? So that's where it is called a continuous improvement and efficient operation. The delivery guy is a part of the operation, and he should be efficient enough to give that food in a hot uh, hot manner to you so that you can have it properly. And if the taste doesn't is not good, then what happens? You will definitely say the quality of the food is not good. Actually, the process was not good. That's where the quality was not adhered. So quality focuses on the adherence to the high standard and excellence of the execution. Here, the process and product and service integration happens. Okay. Together they create a business. Yeah, chaos. And you which is non-sellable. So that's a bureau time of elections. Okay. So as you have been introduced by ma'am told that I am Six Sigma qualified professional, definitely. And I followed Six Sigma throughout my career into every job. In my international career, I was handling 13 countries where I deployed the service network from the scratch. And you know who were my competitors? I was into white goods for most of the time of my career. So my competitors were LG and Samsung. These two brands are known for their process and qualities. And we beaten them badly into those countries. Definitely price was the uh, important aspect, but not only the price. We were delivering the service to the market and giving a tight competition to these established brands. So there I incorporated Six Sigma. I take a small understand what Six Sigma is. Six Sigma is basically integration of many processes, many things. Okay, it is integration of data analysis. It is integration of uh, quality. It is integration of uh, how variations can be reduced so that you can actually get the final goal. The goal is basically opportunities. That's called DPMO. So you can understand what it means. It means 99.99966% defect free. That is called Six Sigma. I tried that. Actually, it's really not possible to get to that kind of efficiency. Even Japanese were not able to achieve that kind of defect rate. But yeah, if you try to go behind that and if it helps processes and achieving the tangible results. It reduces the variations, it improves the quality and boosts the efficiency. Now, I will just take you through this slide in a very, very precise manner. Now, you see, DMAC. DMAC is the structure of Six Sigma. DMAC is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So these are the five important steps we follow in Six Sigma. Define the real pain point of the customer. Okay, you project the scope of the problem and what are the customer requirements, what were your goal settings, and what was delivered. You define that properly. And then you measure the service performance. How to measure the service performance? There are few scores we use to calculate. One is called CSAT, customer satisfaction score. One is FTR, first time resolution rate. TAT, that's called turnaround time. Most of you who are professional might have heard about these terms into your career. So this is what we follow. These are three very important analysis matrices what we follow there. NPC score. Okay. And then after getting all this data, we analyze them. We analyze the root cause of it. And we see that how the process can be made capable enough so that during the hypothesis testing, we don't fail. And that's how we improve the process and the behavior. And then the pilot testing happens where the solution development uh, is done in a manner so that it should optimize the risk management and also control the cost. And then you go to the control stage where definitely cost control is a part, but training and transition of the manpower and the human resources is important. And how to deliver this. Now you have already faced a quality tool. It is a business strategy. It minimizes the defect and variability because it aims for near perfection. That is 3.4 defects per million opportunities. It's really difficult to grasp, but actually this is what Six Sigma is. It's completely data science. And DMAC works when it is driven by awareness, not by authority. So, what happens when you do incorporate all those things into your process and your uh, job? Six Sigma only doesn't apply to the customer service, it applies to every aspect of life. I will tell you afterwards. But here, I just want to take you that what happens before and after. Six Sigma tool alone don't guarantee sustainability. So, what was happening here? Now you see this picture. In this picture, the orange one is before and green one is after. What is happening in before? It's very chaotic. Okay, you are seeing lots of firefighting. What people are doing, there is an inconsistent service, disorganized workflow, miscommunication, burnouts are there, frustrations, wastage, time wastage, and the material and resource wastage. Unpredictability is there. All those things were happening, right? But what happened afterwards? There was a orderly service excellence. Previously, you were very reactive, but afterwards, we were proactive. We were very structured with high value of content, high value of predictable service. There we found and we gained the loyalty of the customer and the growth. Here, after process and quality, predictability, confidence, and the control increases. That's very important. So logically, sustainability should be easy now, right? It should be easy because now we have applied everything. But actually, it is not. There are something which are still there. So let's assume whatever we have done till now in the process management, in the customer service, applying the Six Sigma, DMAC, removing the chaos. What are the outcomes after all those things? We actually save the cost through the reduced rework. Definitely, previously it was wasted. So here, authority enforces the compliance, but awareness creates the ownership. Higher customer retention and the lifetime value is achieved. Okay, because I started with the retention, that's why I'm I'm putting retention here, right? Stable operation. Long term sustainability comes only after that. It is really tough, but as per the data, it is achieved. But as per me, it is not. Now, why not? What is the key element which is still missing? We have incorporated process, we have incorporated uh, everything here. But still, what is the key element which is missing? How to find that element? Where do we get it from? Now, let me take you to a level deeper. So, I hope you cannot answer what is the key element, because that is the key element which I used to uh, incorporate into my team members. They are still with me. They keep on calling me every time, on every event they wishes me. So this is what the bonding I made with my team just by incorporating this key element. And this is very important whether you are into service, whether you are into sales, whether you are into any department of your organization, or you are into any stage of your life. Customer service is actually not a transaction, it's a human interaction, a ticket. Okay, it's just not a complaint. It's just not a request. It's not a defect basically. There's a person who is holding your product. There's a person who is so you are actually dealing with emotions, you are dealing with humans. What is the key element? Still, I hope still you are some of you might have guessed, and some of you are still having some question marks onto your head. So let me take you further. The missing element is basically consciousness. Now you will say how consciousness is related here. So being conscious means you are aware. You have awareness of the customer emotions, not just the issue. You have an empathy beyond the scripts. You are actually a listener who is actually taking the pain of the customer into you and you are trying to answer the solution, right? And there is a sense of ownership into you in spite of or despite of any deflection, right? I should say. So, conscious service means being present not mechanically, but physically and mentally. Okay. So, is this important? I hope that this should be the part of every future service in the world coming forth. Because this is a very important aspect which is missing. In the machine learning, we are actually going everything is there's a bot. Customer is keeping on chatting with that bot. But does that bot has any emotion? No. It is made to answer from a database. It's picking the solutions and giving it to the customer. Yeah, customer don't have time, we know. But still, this is very important. If you build conscious service, then only you will be able to sustain the field. So what to focus? We have to focus on the awareness of the customer emotions, not just the issue. Empathy beyond the scripts and standard responses. Ownership instead of the deflection or the delay. We cannot keep on working like a government department, just passing the files over to other desk and tell the customer to move here and there, come again, come again, come again. There is no TAT maintained, no turnaround time. We can't do that into today's era actually, because it's happening. It's happening in the real time where we don't have time for ourselves, we don't have time for our families. So how somebody will be able to go 5 times to a service center or or 5 times to any of the customer service desk he may call to get the service done? No, nobody can do that. It's very fast world now. Okay. So conscious service has a very important component which is called conscientiousness. What does that mean? Conscientiousness means traits of being responsible, being careful, and being diligent. Sometimes you need to do ego massage of the customer. Yeah, definitely. But if it helps you to make things better and helps the customer so that his problem is getting solved, definitely you must learn this art in today's world. So you must have a conscientiousness with consciousness. Conscientiousness drives the consciousness. So how conscious process brings the service excellence? As I told you before, if your team is conscious enough, that they know what they are doing and for whom they are doing. They will respect the time, they will respect the emotion, they will respect the quality, they will respect the excellence into their work. That's very important. And if they are not conscious, they are just mechanical. They will come to the office in the morning, they will go out, nothing can be done. Today somebody is there with you, tomorrow he will not be there, because definitely they are not emotionally connected with the team, they are not emotionally connected with the work. But if somebody is having that consciousness, then wherever he go, he will follow it. He will take it through to that company and will enrich and glitter that company. So conscious processes are not just efficient, they are basically sensible. They respect the customer time, they reduce the frustration, they reduce the repetition of the process. Okay. And business excellence emerges when the discipline meets the sensitivity. So this is what the sensitivity which is missing. And at the starting, I told you about a very important thing, which is trust. So there is, so this is the layer in the service excellence which incorporate the trust. Quality is care, but it is not just merely a compliance. If we follow that, then definitely we can achieve it. Six Sigma provides the structure, but consciousness provides the intent. And if that intent is missing, I don't know whether anybody will be able to fulfill his KRA or not without any intent. So, you will get whatever you will do, you will get the rewards. If the company will not give you the reward, the universe will give the rewards. Because here you are not connected from the outside, you are connected from the inside. And when DMAC is driven by awareness, service transforms into trust. And that's what we want. We want the trust of the customer. And when there is trust, the sustainability automatically comes. Trust is the foundation of the long term sustainability. Systems can be designed, process can be documented. System alone, it is sustained by intentional human behavior. So that's from, so sustainability is coming from somewhere within the person who is dealing with the customer. Okay, your processes, other things are just the outside of it, but the core is something different. To the uh, to an important message, I would like to take another talk with you all to explain this aspect. What is this? So there are two types of consciousness which everybody used to follow out of the total consciousness. There are many other types of consciousness also, but these two are followed uh, very in a much better percentage and very much by every human being. Okay. So what is articulative consciousness? Basically, you are aware, intentional, and in responsive mental state. Then you are articulative, you are having articulative consciousness. It generally refers to the capacity to actively use the knowledge and the experience to interact with the outside world. It's an art. And another one is intuitive consciousness. So everybody knows what an intuition is. You all might be having some other another kind of intuitions. And if you have that combination of articulate consciousness plus intuitive consciousness into you, then you may be having a superhuman consciousness which can give you a better result than whatever degrees you have attained. We might have heard about many people who have not qualified the formal education system, but still they are very successful. Why? Because they have these two basic elements into them, and that's why they are sustaining. It's not only required for sustainability of the business, actually it is required for your sustainability too. That if you have these two things, then you are superhuman. So I will leave you with a thought here that we know that sustainable businesses are not built by selling once. That you might have understood till now, but they are built by serving right every time. Human touch with conscious efforts pay off the credit and makes your business sustainable. But there should be conscious effort that will pay the real dividend. So here I will pause my thoughts and I will ask man to take the session further. I hope you might have gained a lot out of it, and I will try to uh, make more and more inside elements into my further talks. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Latika.
Sir, it was indeed very beautiful. We are open for questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hands. And if you all can please put your videos on, I can take attendance. Any questions? I have Alice. Yes, Alice, ma'am.
Um, Doug, thank you so much. This was a very insightful lecture. I though not in a practical supply chain room, but he brought it to the level that all of us could understand that, and if in the supply chain level, that sustainability is what is it all entails is that it's just not about quality of delivery, but it's the sustainability of every delivery to the customer at every time, gaining that trust, that evidence that whether day or night, whatever quantity, quality that you desire, you have it. Whatever quantity delivery or requirement you put in, you will be supplied to it. So it's making us as people who will be coming as students and then colleagues on this platform that after this our program we should be able, it's not that like today the customer requires maybe a laptop, you are able to supply the laptop or you provide this need. The next time when he needs about 5 or 10, oh, it's like it's not there. And that is not sustainability as is explained. So for me, it's a very good lecture and very practical, though it's in my field of study and my field of operationality. I think he has done so well. Thank you so much, Prof. And I give him hands up. God bless you for this time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for such a nice words, and with your appreciation, I would take a chance to share a small video to you. As I said, that service is an opportunity. It is not a cost. It is not a liability. So, how that opportunity can be grasped? I just want to show you that, and it's a very good video. Most of you might have seen that video, but it is very enlightened video. Just I hope I haven't lost that. Although I have a YouTube link of it. Latika ma'am, I have shared it with you. Uh, do you have
So you have shared
it?
it on WhatsApp. I'll share it in the chat box. We can share it in the chat box. Okay, sir, 1 minute. I'm just copying it and putting it in the chat box. We all can go through it.
Yeah, that will.
Sir, I'll try operating it 1 minute.
This jacket
So
almost
1 minute. I'll share.
face billions. Jen,
Sure,
an
sure.
outdoor enthusiast, got caught in a downpour wearing one of their so-called waterproof jackets, but it failed miserably. Soaked and frustrated, she posted a heartfelt video saying, "This jacket almost
Can you
cost North Face millions." Jen, an outdoor
from the
enthusiast,
beginning?
got caught in a downpour wearing one of their so-called waterproof jackets, but it failed miserably. Soaked and frustrated, she posted a heartfelt video saying,
raincoat to make it waterproof and expect delivery at up to the top of Hooker Valley Lake in New Zealand, where I will be located.
The video blew up online, but instead of panicking, North Face turned it into a marketing win. They grabbed one of their newest waterproof models, rented a helicopter, North Face millions. Jen, an outdoor enthusiast, got caught in a downpour wearing one of their so-called waterproof.
Done, sir.
Great. Although we lost the audio in between.
You want me to play it once more?
Uh, if you can,
Yes.
that,
Do I? I'll
so
play it once more.
okay,
I'll play it once.
otherwise I will speak and I will share them what is happening there.
No, ma'am. I think all our videos are on. That's why we are getting poor quality on that. We can all turn off our videos and then you replay. We can get the
No
audio
worries.
clear.
Although everybody has the link now, everybody has the link. They can play at their laptop or they can. So,
As Himanshu sir mentioned, we
how
all have
North
link in the
Face
chat box.
changes? Yeah. So you can see that video. It's on the YouTube, and I was going through such kind of videos. So this was one of the best which I found to give you an evidence that how service can be converted as an opportunity for a brand. So what happened here? There was a girl. She was on the top of the mountains, and she was uh, going around in a snowy weather, and suddenly rain starts. Jacket got wet, and it was very annoying for her because she was unable to sustain at that top of the hill. She was just having a complete trustworthy brand that they have delivered a very good product, but actually it was not sufficing to the requirements of that girl. So what she did, she just made a video of it from that particular location, and North Face sees that. And after seeing it, what North Face did, they took action, an instant action. They actually delivered a new waterproof jacket to that girl, which was their new product. But it was costing millions to the brand, but it actually saved the brand from the harassment what was happening in social media, and that harassment got converted to an opportunity, and North Face sales got boom. So here, not the product, not the marketing, the quick action and the service and presence of mind, that took over. Any kind of situation into an opportunity, not only in the service but in the life too. I would like to get some questions if anybody is having. It will be really good to do some interaction here.
Thank you, Himanshu sir. We have Jamal sir waiting to ask you the question. Yes, Jamal sir, to you.
Yeah, thank you. It is a lot of learning here. My point is here when we talk about customer service excellence, it is in the competitive market when there are a lot of service providers, businesses, and they are competing. So you worry about your customer satisfaction. But in some businesses, like there is a monopoly, one case. And in another case, sometimes the demand and supplies they don't match. When there is a scarcity of supplies, a lot of demand is so. Whatever service or whatever service might be poor, but still customers are going to that business firm. So this all these theories, the one you explained, might not be applicable when on the monopoly, when there is a monopoly, or in the other way when there is a supply is less and demand is high. Whether you are satisfied or not, still you are going to the same service provider. So how do you see this? How do you ensure that customer service excellence in this scenario? Thank you very much.
Thank you for this question. This is a very practical question, and this is not a question which I haven't faced. This is not a situation I haven't faced into my career. Actually, I face this situation into every company. Okay, and that's where the foresightedness of the head of the department comes into play. So what happens here? Whenever there is a logistic or supply kind of thing shortage is coming, what you used to do? How Six Sigma is applied there? This is not a theory, this is practical. Six Sigma is practical actually. The part of planning is missing. The part of, as I told you, define. The part of defining the problem is missing. You need to define the problem properly. Why such defect is coming? So that you are unable to solve that defect with the current available logistics. If your current logistics are in shortage, it means you are not managing your logistics properly, or you don't know about the failure rate. In that case, there are two scenarios. Number one is whether your product is having a reasonable failure rate or an abrupt failure rate. That you need to understand. And if there is an abrupt failure rate, definitely you need to pause the sales for a while, and you need to tell it to the production department that these are the defects I am facing, and they have to give the solution for that to you so that you can provide that solution to the customer. Right? Number three, Now, suppose you are in shortage of the inventory, you know the solution is coming from that particular spare part which is about to get replaced to the product wherever the defect is coming. In that case, you need to go with a replacement kind of policy or a standby kind of policy for that particular product so that you can give customer a solution. For an interim solution can be given to the customer, and then you can buy time from the customer. Okay, the main important thing is communication with the customer. Company starts finding corners when such kind of failures are coming in the market, and that should not happen. I read a news an year ago that Mercedes picked few of the vehicles from the market because there was a particular defect. So they just lifted those cars from the market. The similar kind of thing happened with a very renowned brand where they just pull off all the stocks from the market. They do some kind of rectification of the problems at their backend, and they again delivered it. So that's what the proactiveness is there. And market knows that, yeah, there was a defect into that product, but still, when there was action, the confidence comes into. And when there is a confidence, there is a trust. When there is a trust, there is a sustainability. So we need to focus over the actions. Okay, just sitting over it definitely will not solve the problem. So these are the three scenarios I also faced, but this is how I resolved them, and not into only India, into other countries too. Definitely we got lots of failures, but we resolved them. I hope I was able to answer.
Very beautifully answered
Thank
as
you.
usual, Himanshu sir. I have one last question to come up from Alice ma'am. Yes, Alice ma'am, to you, and then we can end the session.
Thank you very much, Doc. Like Prof really answered the question. I think in Africa, one of our challenges is when a supplier or a manufacturer he's a single supplier of a product. But I want to open up to my colleagues on this platform as scholars. We should bear in mind that today we are in a global village, and whoever knew that after if I don't want to be sounding brand, because in procurement we don't sound brand, but whoever knew the Toyotas would be overtaken by other manufacturers today, though they were the leads to come in. So what is happening is, like my lecturer properly and professionally answered, beside maintaining your total quality management in the chain, you should also make sure that your 2QM, that is your levels, your stock levels at logistical level, are also maintained. Because if you are into production and you are having shortfalls, it means that your analytics as far as your stock level maintenance, there's a challenge. And like you also indicated, yes, there can also be a challenge in the chain of manufacture that is defective. That is why I started with the total quality management bit, so that if all the total quality management at all levels of the manufacture, from extraction to the manufacturing level to all semi-manufacturing and whatever to the finished level, if the total quality management is in place and your stock levels are up to date, one, you should not be having short supplies. Two, even if there are defects, we know that Kaizen tells us that always we should be aiming for 99.99% total quality, meaning 100%. So if we are putting in total quality management at all levels, then we wouldn't be having defect. But if there's defect still, because we are in a world we don't have total expect and nobody is 100%, like he put it, customer is always first. And to maintain that trust, our major operational activity is communication and dialoguing with the clients keeps us as close relationship, so that you can manage and, like he said, buy time and make sure that you get back and satisfy them with the best quality, that they will keep coming to you, and not being so head swallowed that you are the sole supplier. So because of that, whether hook or crook in Africa, as we say, definitely they will come to you. Please, one day you will lose that customer, because today we are in a global village, and you can sit in Ghana where I am and get goods from China, from Tanzania, from wherever. So now it's not the US alone or UK that people manufacture, and it's a must, you must get it from there. So this is my little contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was amazing explanation to the previous one, and you have nailed it to the core. Amazing. Thanks a lot for giving this contribution to my talk.
Thank you, Prof.
I would like to thank each and every participant and our dear Himanshu sir for a truly insightful and inspiring session. Sir, your sharing of wisdom drawn from 24 years of rich experience in service and after sales leadership across pan India and international MNC operations was deeply enriching. The way you connected the real leadership experience with conscious decision making, disciplined execution, and people psychology gave us a clear, practical understanding of service excellence. And the session, from service experience to business excellence, leading people, process, and performance, offered valuable takeaway on leading with clarity, accountability, and purpose in complex service environment. We are grateful for your time, guidance, and the perspective you shared with our dear scholars. Thank you, Himanshu sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. And I would love to come again with some better topics and practical approaches. Thank you.
You're always welcome, sir. We love to have you ever. Thank you, scholars. Thank you, Himanshu sir. Great evening. Happy New Year.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Himanshu.
Happy
It
New
was a
Year,
very
man.
wonderful lecture.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you, doctor. Thank you. Thank you, Prof. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Happy New
Check
Year
your
to you.
inbox chat.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Yes.
The PPT for the same will be uploaded in the corporate talk window max by tomorrow. So if you wish to have, you can have it there. Plus, definitely sir is shared his scanner of LinkedIn. You can connect to sir if you wish to.
Balatika, check your inbox chat.
Who's that?
Wilfred. Wilfred, it is.
So we will speak in the session tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Doc, thank you. We are grateful. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Alice ma'am. Thank you, Himanshu sir, for your kind time. And the session was indeed very beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I think we can log out. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
My
Thank
pleasure,
you.
sir.
Bye-bye, Doc. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye.